Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Greetings to you all. This is Shahadat, and today I'm going to actually read a scientific paper. The title of this paper is Press Pulse, a novel therapeutic strategy for the metabolic management of cancer. And I'm sure you understand why I'm so interested about this paper. The reason I'm reading this paper, I mean, if you want, you can read it yourself, but the reason I'm doing it is because I want to make it accessible in the audio format, in the YouTube video format, so that people can actually play it on their phones and while they're going to their commuting to work and things like those, without actually investing any time in actual reading. And this recording is specifically targeted for doctors all around the world. If you know anybody, any doctor, any medical doctor, please share this video series with them so that they can listen to this to my reading and hopefully get a general idea of how we can actually manage cancer using this metabolic management strategy. So in this part, this is the 8th part of this series, and this is the last one. And in this part, I'm going to read the discussion and conclusions section. Without further ado, let's start. Discussions and conclusions. Many of the current treatments used for cancer management are based on the view that cancer is a genetic disease. It is clear from the cancer death statistics that most current therapies are wanting in their ability to reduce the yearly death rate or to manage the disease without toxicity. Emerging evidence indicates that cancer is a mitochondrial metabolic disease that depends on availability of fermentable fuels for tumor cell growth and survival. Glucose and glutamine are the most abundant fermentable fuels present in the circulation and in the tumor microenvironments. The Press Pulse therapeutic strategy is designed to target availability of glucose and glutamine, thus starving tumor cells of their most important fuels and increasing their vulnerability to oxidative stress and apoptotic death. Low carbohydrate, high fat ketogenic diets coupled with glycolysis inhibitors will reduce metabolic flux through the glycolytic and pentose phosphate pathways needed for synthesis of ATP, lipids, glutathione, and nucleotides. DAWN and other similar glutamine inhibitors will deprive proliferating tumor cells of the glutamine needed for TCA cycle anaplerosis and synthesis of glutathione, nucleotides, and proteins. Lysosomal targeting with chloroquine or similar drugs will reduce glucose and glutamine production following digestion of phagocytosed glycoconjugates and proteins. Glutamine targeting will require careful adjustments, however, as glutamine is a key metabolite needed for the immune system and for other physiological functions. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy combined with the calorie-restricted ketogenic diet will kill tumor cells through apoptotic and anti-angiogenic mechanisms while also reducing inflammation in the tumor microenvironment and systemically. It is our view that the Press Pulse paradigm is a compelling and parsimonious therapeutic strategy for effectively managing the vast majority of malignant cancers with minimal toxicity, as this approach will target the major energy pathways responsible for tumor cell growth and survival while enhancing the energetic efficiency of normal body cells and tissues. And that was the end of the paper. The abbreviations that were used in this paper are 2DG, stands for 2-deoxyglucose, CR means calorie restrictions, DON or DON is 6-diazo-5-oxo-L-norleucine, FAD It stands for flavin adenine dinucleotide. GBM stands for glioblastoma multiforme. GKI stands for glucose ketone index. HBOT stands for hyperbaric oxygen therapy. KDR, restricted ketogenic diet. NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. ROS, reactive oxygen species. SLP, substrate level phosphorylation. TCA, tricarboxylic acid. And then we go into the references. I'm not going to read the references because the URL for this actual paper is included in the or given in the description part of my video. So if you are interested about the references, please go and look up this paper so that you can go through the references, because there are hundreds and hundreds of references. I'm not going to read them. So with that, that's the end of this video. I hope if you listen carefully to this discussion and conclusion part, you will understand why, especially in poor countries, we really need to start using this press pulse technique strategy to manage cancers for people who are suffering from different sorts of cancers, especially if they're poor, if they don't have the money to pay for the chemotherapy drug or surgery and the like. They should use this, because this is going to be much cheaper, if not completely free. So with that, thanks a lot for staying with me for this long. I hope to see you in my next video, which will be about something else. Take care. Bye-bye.